Hi, it's me again with CorelDraw Tips and Tricks, part two of this. He wants his motorcycle jumping over this valley, and he was trying to put it into a circle earlier. And if you didn't watch the first video, I'm going to make a duplicate of that and move it over. And we've already done the motorcycle, but I'm going to crop this. So you've got to have this selected for the crop tool to work. Well, the crop tool will work, but it'll crop out stuff you might not want to crop, like the rest of the stuff on the page. So I'm going to go to crop. Now we need to get rid of the motorcycle. We're going to get the shape tool. This is a little bit easier than the motor, or we're just going to, than the getting rid of the motorcycle. We're just going to do that. We're going to select all these and right click and turn them into a curve. Hopefully I'll do a little better job on getting rid of the trees. And see how it's getting rid of the, but remember, you can always do this to get that tree back. And we've lost some trees in the center, but grab your line and just bring it up as long as you don't. Let's just add a few more nodes. Then bring that up. We don't want to mess with that other tree. Maybe add a node right there and bring it up. As long as we don't get the motorcycle. See, we got the motorcycle wheel. So we want to get rid of that. Don't really have to, and also this tree up here. So there we go. Now add a node right there and bring that down. Bring that over. And I think we're good. What it does, it's going to make Corel's life a little easier to trace it. Now, I'm going to go ahead and make it smaller to help Corel trace it better. Now, the only thing I made a no-no, I should have nudged, but I can put the motorcycle back where it needs to go. We're going to go to Trace Bitmap, Outline Trace, and Clip Art. This should be a lot easier, hopefully less lines. But it's got a lot of lines. I don't know where this graphic came from, but if we look at it in view and wireframe, you got a lot of lines. Oh man, a lot of lines. So what we're going to do, it just takes a little while, and this is where the Alt key can help you. Oh, I need to ungroup it. Whenever you have a problem, there's a reason for it. I'm going to go ahead and ungroup all. Now grab the Alt key, and see the Alt key will actually working pretty slow. Anything it touches, it'll delete. Let me do that again. Well, there's so many lines. And you can use the virtual segment delete key and just delete line. There we go. I should have done that. Let me back up and just hold down the Alt key with the virtual segment delete key, and you can really get in there, and it's going to delete. Now right here, virtual segment delete key, hold down the Alt key. The Alt key is just going to help you keep a straighter line. Like right here, this is a good instance for the virtual segment delete key and the Alt key, because we can go right down this path. See, Alt key, and you could actually go ahead and start working while it's trying to do something. Now, the only difference in this, if we would use the Alt key with the shape tool, something giving me trouble. But we put a lot of nodes on the tree, but that doesn't really matter in this case. I don't know what that is. That might be remnants of the tire that I did not clip out. So I can just hold down the Alt key and we can kind of draw. For some reason, my Alt key's having a little problem here. Or the shape tool is anyway. But just go through here and cut this out. It takes a little time and it's a little pain in the butt, but it's about the only way to do it. Then if you got some lines left over. Now, this might be a good case for the shape tool. Grab the shape tool. And when you click on that, you get those lines and just delete them. I don't think that must not be broken in half or broken up. There we go. Just a few more. Sneak through there and get all those lines. See, you could get just one node and it'll delete it. Now this is a little different because that line's actually intersecting part of the tree. So just get your virtual segment delete key. And well, that's going to be part of the tree itself. Now, and just keep reminding yourself when you're doing this, before you do anything else, you need to turn it back to enhance. I'm hoping we're almost through with that section. Yep. Well, we've got a few lines right here. I'm going to go back to the virtual segment delete key. And you can just go back and forth, find out which one you're more comfortable with. Because the virtual segment delete key will stop when it hits another line. Like, you know, it won't go past that tree. So a lot of, like right here, see, it's only going to cut that, but it didn't cut this. That's one advantage of the pick tool or the shape tool. So I'm going to go back to and then there's a kind of a broken line, don't need. Doesn't really matter in that case. Let's grab the pick tool in this case. Nope, see, I'm grabbing too much. So the pick tool won't work in that case, but you could go through and grab these nodes and just hit delete, delete. We got a little thing going on there, but this will work when we do that. See how it stopped when it got to that line? Hoping just a few more up right up here. So we'll get these out and then from then on, it'll be quicker. So I'm going to grab total, you know what? Need to go to object, break the curve apart. There's what I should have done earlier. This way you can hit just this line. Because I could see when I clicked on something, it was giving me more than the lines. This would be a good one for the Alt key. Deleted all three of those lines. Alt key. Alt key. So Alt key, what the Alt key does is anything you touch with the Alt key is going to get deleted. We'll go back to the pick tool. And just when you click on it, just make sure you get that bounding box around that line. So I think we're done. And don't forget that, and you see that we're in wireframe, go to View and Enhance. Man, it did it again. There we go. So no field and right click. And I'm going to go ahead and make it red so it'll stand out. Now, hopefully this is going to work. We're going to grab the Smart Fill tool and fill that in. It's still on blue, but that doesn't really matter because we can make it black. Now, originally you wanted to put, don't ever do that with the Smart Fill tool. Now it's going to take because it's trying to fill up everything. So just back up, go back to the pick tool. Let's get rid of these two. And I think originally he wanted to kind of cut this out in a circle. So this is the time to do it now. I think it looks pretty cool the way it is, but we'll get an ellipse and we'll put it where we think we want it. Bring the ellipse into there. That might work. Maybe a little bit taller. Get rid of some of that bottom. And then select it all. And he said earlier that the intersect tool didn't work. Well, it works. It just won't work on a bitmap. So we're almost done, folks. Now we're going to make this a little bit bigger, make it whatever size you want. Now, I emailed him and I'm waiting for an answer. Because if he cuts the motorcycle out, it's going to fall out. And if he wants this cut out, it's going to fall out. So I need to find out more on that. But that's how, and see, you've got a perfect circle. Everything looks good. You know, if you were just going to engrave this, you could take away the outline and that would just engrave. And then always, before you do anything, take a yellow box, turn it yellow, object, order, back a page. And if you don't see anything white, Everything in black is going to engrave, and everything in yellow will not be touched by the laser. Anyway, I hope that helped him a little bit. Thank you for watching.